that are so horrifying that you could never even imagine them in a game,
just
right?
crimes.
Like, yeah, crimes. Every single hero move, like, evil. Pure evil. Oh, God, we got Pango.
Hold on, I'd actually love to. Okay.
Yes!
So the villain of the character select screen versus the Fundies, the Fundies King of New York.
I thought you were about to say the villain of the character select screen versus Steve Minecraft.
Versus no, hold on.
I'm biased towards Steve. All right, folks, you know I love this matchup. You know, me and John Numbers, we have played too many disturbing, campy sets. And let me tell you, it is such a relaxing experience to fight against Wii Fit Trainer. You can build your little walls, have your fun. But if there is one player who understands how to fight Steve, it's John Numbers, because this is the Nintendo World Champion, and he has so much experience in every matchup, and he's not going to give up against Steve. He's going to lab all the counterplay.
He has so much impressive game knowledge. I mean, like, we saw it in that clip that kind of, like, went around earlier when John, like, knew when the crowd was going to chant for who. That clip was terrific, but it's just, like, it just speaks so much to just, he knows. He knows, like, how things are going to interact, and that is so strong in this game a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so many matches. Look at that. John Numbers actually, okay, well, it didn't work out there, but actually crouching there, knowing that Steve had no easy way to hit the crouch from on top of the block, even though Pango did call it out with a down tilt, you have a lot of time to react to that. So, like, that's kind of this one tiny little situation that I feel like a lot of Wii Fits, like, wouldn't even think to do that, but John Numbers did. At the same time, Pango, this is Pango. So you better bring everything in your arsenal, because this is a very solid Steve.
Yeah, Pango's going to hit you with the Steve stuff. That is just something that I've played Pango maybe once, twice, but you're just going to see someone who knows which Steve stuff is pretty optimal and is going to throw it right at you.
Absolutely.
I was hoping I was going to get to do a Steve set with you, because a lot of the times when you play kind of combo heavy characters or characters with specific setups, you'll hear the classic, "Oh, I could have gotten something better out of that." And with Steve, I don't know exactly what better people can get out of it most of the time, but you'll be able to help us out.
I will point out, though, in this matchup, what's interesting isn't necessarily just the combos, because it can be hard to combo Wii Fit because of her thin frame. But notice that Steve's actually in a very bad position here. I mean, he gets iron for free when he respawns. He can craft, but Numbers is going to prevent him from crafting, right? Jumping forward. Okay, well, didn't work out there, but you see how push Steve away. And now Steve has diamond, but only one iron. And by breaking crafting table, Numbers can ensure that any iron that Steve gets is deleted by the crafting table. So yeah, you might have diamond, but you better use it, because Numbers is actually in a very strong position to kind of choke Steve out of his resources. Make it very difficult to actually get anything going.
And we do have 3 iron right now, 2 iron, but still, yeah, John is definitely staying in such a specific range, right? Where a lot of the times you'll see Steve's like try to, proactively F smash.
Oh, no. That was good.
That tech, wow.
Yeah, so Steve actually has nothing in the bar right now. But again, the problem with Steve's resources is that he gets them back so quickly, right? So even if you have Steve on the back burner for a little bit, of course, Steve has to craft right now.
Nice.
Yeah, no easy way to get this diamond, running out of resources. But all it really takes is one good grab from Steve, and he can turn that all around. With that said, how does Steve craft diamond? You can't make a crafting table here. So if John Numbers plays a very careful game, it can be very... Okay, never mind.
Oh, that was a really good second down smash.
Yeah.
Wow, knowing that John was going to have to do something there, right?
Pango choosing to mine with hands. All right, yeah.
It's an even game, folks.
And this is, I think, the most unfair thing about Steve is that you get iron back when you respawn. Like that, like in a fair world, Pango would be in a really difficult position here. Of course, at the same time... Oh, there it is. That's the John Numbers. He's one of the only Wii Fits that breaks the block with down air.
It looks really good.
Yeah. That down air has almost no lag.
Especially, like, I believe deep breathing can reduce the lag on certain moves, but that might just be on shield.
Wow, this is... I will say, though, Pango has been merciless in building these walls. Absolute patience.
Yeah, it's been a very disciplined game from Pango, because we're seeing, like... John Numbers having a lot of answers for certain things, but oh my god.
Getting hit with a lot of those down smashes for neutral grabbing. I do feel like John Numbers, Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
No!
So this is funny as hell, because that minecart, I suspect it was intentional.
Yeah.
And this is evil. But Steve minecart, for the first 17 frames, it cannot break. You have to hit Steve himself. You can react to positioning, react to like charge shot, minecart on reaction. It comes out frame 1. It is faster than air dodge for reacting to charge shots. Yeah, so good against Samus.
No kidding.
Yeah, and especially good if you notice that somebody likes to, let's say, roll away and then minecart. React to that, so easy to pop that out because it's minecart. There's no risk to missing it, really. So, if you're wrong, you don't really lose out on much, But yeah, John Number's doing so much right, but Pango just making the right calls and using that incredible kill power of Steve to just get huge damage.
Wow, that was an absolute spaghetti combo by Pango, but great job on the composure, just finding it where I don't know, I would have known it was there.
Oh no.
And a 0, no, I was going to say a 0 to, oh my god. That looks, John looks very frustrated there for a moment.
Yeah, you got to be careful against Steve. He's so tilting, this character. And yeah, that's the thing against Steve, right? You can make so many right calls, you can play the matchup so well, but against the Punish Game character, it really can come down to just 1 or 2 stray hits and your entire stock is forfeit.
And we're seeing John kind of playing with, not deep breathing counts as a kind of rage, but John seems kind of mad. John playing with John Numbers full rage, which is a completely other concept.
Yeah, I mean, again, like you really can't blame somebody for getting frustrated because Steve is a character designed to do that to you. But yeah, I mean, as hard as it is,
my mental would have passed away some time ago. R.I.P.
As hard as it is, he's not unbeatable. You got to climb that mountain, and we're seeing a lot of neutral get-ups from John Numbers. Okay, we got a good roll there, but again, we saw last game, we saw a couple of those neutral get-ups get hit with down smashes, and you can't be letting that happen. John Numbers smartly deciding to roll a couple times. Pango hasn't been reading too many of those rolls this game, so we'll have to see if Pango adapts to that. But if you can get back against Steve at ledge, you can make magic happen because he's not the fastest. Just do
That's
it.
big.
Yeah,
I mean, look, just getting on the same stock for John is going to be big. A ton of shield damage there. I know that John has shield break setups that kill at 0.
Oh.
I've seen them happen in bracket, and they are devastating looking. Oh, nearly dying there.
What a merciless set of options. Oh my, that was incredible. Yeah, blocking it off and seemingly making yeah, so this is up tilt that, and it'll explode. This is the classic Steve setup. But didn't work out. But even so, I mean, you're able to back off, and now Steve's in such a good position with resources.
John is doing an amazing job at just. Oh my God!
Hold on, he's cooking.
Oh my God!
All right, Pango might be kind of cooking.
Pango is being so efficient with these setups and these traps. A lot of Steves are like, neutral demons are like very good at these like call outs or these reads, but one thing that's happening is Pango seems to really have a gift for putting you in situations that are nigh unwinnable unless you pick like the one option at the right time.
Yeah, I will say as a Steve player myself, I am most impressed right now by that offstage, the ledge trapping and the edge guarding, because as strong as Steve is, right, you really have to respect that you have to think about so much, right? And just remembering to kind of not even do the same setup, but like, okay, 2 blocks here, then a block up here, then I 2-frame you with down smash. Like, there's a lot to think about, and Pango seems extremely rehearsed with that. And it's especially good because this is a character we fit who is so good at ledge if you do not pressure her perfectly. And
yeah.
I mean, what's a better example than that, right? Make a miscalculation, you get hit, now you're at 57.
Oh the minecart. Honestly, like, John Numbers, notoriously someone who lives at ledge if you let him. So this is actually like very unstoppable force, immovable object of a matchup here.
I think the number one thing we saw, the adaptation, wasn't anything fancy from John Numbers. It was just the fact that he stopped neutral get-upping, right?
Yeah.
He went from neutral get-up, and now he's, doing kind of more safe options back, like charge shots or sun salutations, up on the ledge, and he's also rolling more. And Pango just hasn't quite caught on to that. With that said, this is basically an even game because one hit, you're at 80, right?
Yeah. It's just a matter of being able to DI correctly and out of it.
Right.
Oh my God, John! That was great DI.
That was crazy down air. Wow. Now we get the soccer balls.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
That was to come back against Steve.
Yeah.
And not even by starving Steve of resources, just by making the right reads. And again, John Numbers with the knowledge, right? Going for sun salutations, yeah, look at that. That wouldn't have worked against a lot of characters in that position. Right here, jumping away would actually put you in a very good position. But Steve has a low double jump, right? only Steve and maybe Snake would get caught there. And I feel like that's the kind of read that you go for when you know how this character moves.
Yeah.
And that's, again, a testament to John Numbers being John Numbers, right?
He went from a stock. He went from a stock down and wildly frustrated to a JV2.
But we're talking about Steve Punish game. As I said that, John Numbers got one forward air, and Pango was at 60%.
Oh my God! Oh, John wanted it.
John complete.
John wanted the
I will say with Steve, very smart by Pango. Literally, when Wii Fit's in deep breathing, run away, run for your life. Actually, just run. Sometimes that's what it takes, you know. With Arsene, like I think Arsene does so well against Steve, but if you just run away, you can make it so hard for him to actually get that kill. And while it might look easy, when John Numbers is coming at you like a freight train, you know, it's terrifying.
The composure is so difficult to keep in that situation. I mean, those of us who have played John Numbers for weeks, for years, in multiple sets, just like the first time I played John Numbers, I it was like I woke up from a concussion. I was like, what happened?
What the hell is going on?
Did I get him? Like you're just...
Wow.
Yeah, that was big.
That was the perfect angle, right?
That was also an incredibly timed salutation. Yo, relentless with these projectiles, right? John knows how to chase and knows the angles for a lot of these things, and you'll just see him. Oh,
that was almost so good. I saw the vision because John Numbers broke the bottom block and wanted to spike the volleyball actually underneath it.
Yeah, it got caught. It got caught on it. Yeah. Unfortunately, but that would have been so nice.
That would have been nasty. All right, are we gonna see only one minecart online? Okay, and no iron.
That up air read was so good. Oh my God, John.
Yeah, that position when you have no iron is actually where a strong. Oh, that's the same way that started last time.
60%
again. Whoa. Yeah, this might be download complete. And I feel like Pango is picking good options, but it's just the order you pick them in. A player as strong as John Numbers is going to see the little patterns.
Oh my God.
Oh, don't miss that. Just going for a down tilt.
Okay, that little bait there was very good.
Again, even at that late percentage, up throw, up air, so strong against Steve's poor double jump.
No, wow. Nearly, but good DI on Pango's
Has John Numbers missed one of these full hop read sun salutations recently?
I don't think so. What I was noticing was towards the end of the first game, the adaptation John made was standing just outside grab range, baiting the grab, and then punishing it with sun salutation. I think he's just dialing in where the sun salutations go.
That is so right.
And they're devastating.
Yeah. I mean, just scaring Steve outside of that grab range. I remember I used to get frustrated against Samus and I remember I saw Cola do that, literally dash right outside of Samus's grab range, perfect pixel space, dashing with the F smash. Yeah. And you don't have to be a fast character to do that. I mean, we fit sun salutation. Deep breathing is pretty fast. Oh wow,
you're dead. Oh my, nearly got back though. Though John has 2 stocks to work with now.
Diamond online, gold online. Magic can happen, but it'll take a lot of running away from this deep breathing. You do not want to be fighting Wii Fit. Pango smartly backing off, but it might be too little too late as John Numbers goes out for the kill. Wow.
John wanted it. We've seen John spike. In this venue, we've seen John spike with that hundreds of times.
You've got to hold your breath when John Numbers is going off stage offensively against somebody at that percent because a side B, a back air, a down air, it might come out. You're in such a bad spot right now.
Oh my gosh. All right. Oh.
Now, what I expect to see John Numbers is a huge lead, so it's not important right now, but breaking the crafting table here would be huge because Steve can't even get any iron without the crafting table taking it away. But Pango kind of swinging desperately, trying to get some kind of hit, but John Numbers microspacing around every single one.
Hold on. Wait, that small touch your toes animation going beneath the minecart.
It's so funny. Yeah. Down tilt.
Oh, not it.
Not quite. Maybe a roll on stage. Oh, no, neutral get up that time. Because John Numbers has been catching so many rolls as I say it.
God.
Another roll coming out. John Numbers kind of in Pango's head right now. I can't lie. But the up tilts are coming out. Yeah.
That should be. Yeah, you don't get behind John Numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Not with deep breathing on, not even shield.
Not even Steve up tilt.
No.
Do not be behind John Numbers because you cannot up tilt that twice.
You'll get hit with it.
Yeah.
Wow. What a game of adaptation. So we're talking about some of the stuff that John did right. What do we think Pango maybe in another world? This goes to game 5. What advice are we giving Pango of what to do?
Okay, I do think Pango is doing a lot right, but again, if you're picking the right options, the optimal options, if you're not doing them in an order that is extremely unpredictable, a player like John Numbers will read that, right? So again, I think that Wii Fit has so much